So now that spot Ethereum ETFs are officially live and trading, it's only natural that we're going to see institutions want to pour billions of dollars into other cryptocurrencies, because originally institutions poured billions and billions of dollars. Currently, there's around $60 billion in spot Bitcoin ETFs. Now, we've already seen $1 billion of trading in the first day for spot Ethereum ETFs. And the natural progression over time is going to be that institutions are going to want exposure not just to Bitcoin and Ethereum, but also into other cryptocurrencies. But they're going to want to do it in some sort of regulated way, whether that's going to be through an ETF, which we don't know if they're going to be approved for other cryptocurrencies, or with an ETP. And there already are ETPs currently live and trading on other exchanges. And ETPs are exchange-traded products. This is a way where institutions can invest in, let's say, a Cardano or a Chainlink or a Toncoin, or really any wide range of cryptocurrencies. And the number one company in this space is DeFi Technologies. It's a publicly traded Canadian company. The symbol for it is DEFTF. It's on OTC markets. It's currently at $1.55 per share, and it's up 1,450% over the past year. It's up in the last 6 months nearly 300%. In the year to date, it's up 192%. And this project and this company has been able to generate significant revenues as well. If you're looking at it in terms of revenue, they have this product called DeFi Alpha. It's a specialized arbitrage trading desk, and it's generated an additional $14.1 million so far in Q3 through low-risk arbitrage trades. And now they've generated a total of nearly $100 million at $97.5 million from this DeFi Alpha product, which is their specialized arbitrage trading desk. So the way they're able to do this is because ultimately DeFi Technologies is an institutional grade exposure to digital assets through ETPs, strategic ventures, and critical Web3 infrastructure simply and securely via your brokerage account. It's trusted by millions of investors with over $500 million in assets under management. And the thing about this project and this company is that they are really the only Web3 company that is bridging the gap between Web3 and Web 2. And like I said, they're the only publicly traded company that is doing this. So you can either treat them as like a Web 3 company or a Web 2 company, but ultimately they're the only publicly traded company that is really bridging the gap between Web 3 and Web 2. And I want to thank them for sponsoring today's video, because this is a company that I have invested in. I own the stock, and it's something that I am very, very excited about for their future, because at less than $1 billion market cap, I think this publicly traded stock and publicly traded company has massive potential. So thank you guys for sponsoring today's video. But if we're looking at a few things with this company, is that they've been able to get a lot of traction, not just in the Web 2 space, but also in Web 3. So one thing I want to talk about is, well, yes, they've been able to generate significant revenue, nearly $100 million in revenue through DeFi Alpha. Like I said, that's their arbitrage trading desk. But they've also been able to make some major acquisitions recently, which we'll go over. And if we're looking at it, they've also been able to gain major attention from hedge fund managers, from people in the crypto space. You can see, like, for example, in the Pomp letter, he talks all about DeFi Technologies. He did a whole entire write-up talking about how this would be one of his top picks in the DeFi space. He says, look, it's a publicly traded company, has a few different products or services across the crypto sector, and they have a subsidiary called Valor Asset Management, and this is their strategy to create ETPs in non-US markets for the long tail of cryptocurrency assets. And you see they talk all about this here, but really it's one of the only way where institutions and big companies can get exposure to the crypto space on like publicly traded stock markets. And they could do this with these ETPs that are available on, you know, markets outside of the US. And in addition to this, not only has, you know, this been written about in the Pomp letter, but also we've seen major people in the hedge fund space, like Eric Jackson, EMJ Capital founder and president. He talked about over on CNBC. He did a whole entire deep dive talking about his thoughts on artificial intelligence and DeFi and just all these different topics. And he says in this video, he talks specifically about DeFi tech as well. And you could see it in the background right here where it says DeFi right here. So that right there is this exact company that we're talking about. It's really been going under the radar. And like I said, at less than $1 billion market cap, I think it has massive potential to easily still do another 10 to 20x from where we currently are over the next couple of years, especially after what we've seen with the recent spot Ethereum ETF approval. Next thing I want to talk about with this project is going to be how we've also seen that not only have major institutions and hedge fund founders talked about this project. Like I said, Eric Jackson, he talks all about DeFi technologies and why he's bullish on this stock DEFTF. But we've also seen that they have been continuing to announce major products and partnerships. So you're looking at recently, Core Foundation collaborated with DeFi Technologies subsidiary Valor to launch innovative Bitcoin ETPs. And the important thing about this is that DeFi Technologies, which is a financial technology company and the first and only publicly traded company that bridges the gap between traditional capital markets, Web3, and decentralized finance, announced that they are working with Core Foundation, which you guys know is a product that I'm extremely bullish on long term, to offer yield-bearing BTC ETP. This is going to offer directly from Core's chain's block rewards. And this is something that is very, very exciting in my opinion, because it is offering a massive, massive opportunity where ultimately investors can get exposure to Bitcoin with a 5.65% yield. And they talk all about that right here. In addition to this partnership with Core Foundation and launching of this first yield-bearing Bitcoin ETP, you also can see that they recently announced their Bitcoin treasury strategy. And this is something that was very exciting because when they launched this back in June, they said, look, publicly listed Canadian company announced the purchase of 110 Bitcoin in repayment of $5 million in debt to its subsidiary by subsidiary Valor. And you can see it says DeFi Technology announced its decision to adopt Bitcoin as the company's primary treasury reserve asset, and they got around 110 Bitcoin at the time. But in addition to this, that was about a month and a half ago. In addition to this, we've already seen that they've almost doubled their holdings, and now they have 204.34 Bitcoin worth around $13.2 million. And this is as of just a couple of days ago. So they've been doubling down on their Bitcoin treasury narrative and strategy that they are going for. And not only this, but they've also added Solana and Core tokens to their strategy as well. So they own around 12,000 to 13,000 Solana tokens, around $2 million of them, and around 1.5 million Core tokens, around $2.1 million there as well. So that's something that is very exciting. Next thing is going to be with major products that they're having for other cryptocurrencies. So like I said, they are focusing a lot on Bitcoin. They announced Bitcoin as a treasury strategy. They have, some Solana and Core in their treasury, but also they had recently launched ETPs for a number of other cryptocurrencies, for like Internet Computer, symbol ICP, and Toncoin, symbol TON. This is something that is a game changer because not only do they have it for ICP and TON and also for Chainlink, but this is providing a unique opportunity for institutions to invest in Chainlink, in Toncoin, in ICP, and this allows them to do this on regulated exchanges. Rather than just having to buy cryptocurrency and holding their portfolio, now institutions can invest into different cryptocurrencies just directly with DeFi Technologies product. And like I said originally, DeFi Technologies has over $500 million in assets under management, and it's because of products like this, like their ETPs for ICP and Toncoin and Chainlink and many others that they already have had. So with this recent approval of an Ethereum ETF and, spot Ethereum ETFs being approved, around a dozen or so of them, I think it's going to attract billions and billions of dollars into some of these smaller cryptocurrencies. But I don't think institutions are going to invest outright and just buy the cryptos, hold it in cold storage or hold it on wallet. I think they're going to do it through some sort of exchange product. So that's going to be with an ETP, an ETF, something that's regulated. And right now, DeFi Technologies is really the only way where you can get exposure to a number of different assets in the crypto space via a, ETP. So you can see that this project has had massive success. This company has seen, $100 million in revenue with DeFi Alpha, their arbitrage trading desk. They've had a ton of excitement with their stock price. They're at, up around 200% year to date, up around 14 to 1500% over the last year. And this project is something that I think is really, really exciting, not only because of what they're doing in their products, but also with their partnerships. Recently, they announced the acquisition of private research firm Reflexivity Research. They also announced an acquisition of leading Solana trading systems, IP, and like the list goes on and on. So this is a stock that I did buy. Symbol is DEFTF. It's available on OTC markets. It's a Canadian publicly traded stock. And I know we haven't talked about stocks on the channel in a little while, but it's giving you a unique opportunity to get exposure to the crypto space via the stock market, and it's giving you a unique opportunity to benefit from institutions investing in smaller cryptos, because you and me are going to buy crypto on, let's say, Coinbase or on Binance or on Gate.io or MEXC or, one of the major cryptocurrency exchanges. But institutions are likely not going to be doing that anytime soon, and they're much more likely just to buy an ETP that, let's say, DeFi Technologies is offering on other exchanges and other exchanges around the world, other stock markets, whether that's in, other countries in Europe or just anywhere else around the globe.